Welcome back to my storybook series. Please subscribe. Once upon a time, in the corner of a beautiful and peaceful pond, where the water meets the wild grass, a mother duck waited. Soft morning light filters through the reeds by a
Welcome,
quiet
my
pond.
child.
A mother duck sits on her nest, watching as her eggs begin to crack. One by one, the tiny ducklings emerge, yellow and fluffy, chirping sweetly as their mother nuzzles each one lovingly. Then, the last egg, larger and grayer, begins to crack. A grey, awkward duckling struggles free, its legs gangly and its feathers different from the rest. The mother duck pauses, but gently nuzzles him as well. "Welcome, my child," she whispers softly. The grey duckling hesitates. Why does she pause? Why do I feel different? Around him, his yellow siblings instinctively keep their distance. When the family waddles toward the pond, the other ducks gather nearby, watching. "Look at that one, so strange looking," one whispers. "Perhaps it's not even a duck at all," another adds. The grey duckling hears this and slows his steps. His mother nudges him gently, urging him forward. "He is mine. That is all that matters," she said firmly to the others. But when she turns to tend the others, the grey duckling notices the looks, curiosity, pity, and rejection. Even kindness feels like sympathy. "I see it in their eyes," he thinks as he trails behind his siblings, struggling to keep up. Days pass. On the farmyard, chickens peck at the grain, and a cat lounges in the sun. What a peculiar
kind.
creature. Too big to be cute, too grey to
If I
be
am the
golden,
problem,
clucks a chicken.
Perhaps I should remove myself.
Perhaps he belongs nowhere at all, the cat adds lazily. His siblings no longer play with him. "Don't go near him. Mother says we must be kind, but he makes us look silly," whispers one yellow duckling. The grey duckling lowers his head and turns slowly toward the edge of the farm. "If I am the problem, perhaps I should remove myself," he thinks. Twilight falls as he slips through the tall grass, leaving the farmyard behind. The sounds fade, replaced by the gentle whisper of the wild marsh. Beneath overhanging branches, he finds shelter as the rain begins to fall softly, then steadily. He tucks his head beneath his wing. Tomorrow I will find where I belong," he whispers to himself, hope barely flickering amid the cold. Winter arrives
I
without
am
mercy.
who I was meant to be.
Leaves fall, frost forms, and snow blankets the marsh. He grows larger, but remains alone. Searching beneath ice for food, his feathers ragged, he finally finds partial shelter in a hollow log. "I am still here. That must mean something, even if I don't know what," he thinks, watching the snow fall through a crack in the log, his breath visible in the cold air. On a bitterly cold day, he discovers a frozen pond. In a small patch of unfrozen water, he sees his reflection, gaunt, grey, and exhausted. "Is this all I am meant to be?" he whispers, closing his eyes against the harsh cold. Then, a sound breaks the silence. Wings beat overhead. He looks up to see a flock of magnificent white swans flying across the moonlit sky, graceful and powerful. "How beautiful they are, how I wish I could be like them," he thinks, a tiny ember of hope stirring in his heart. Spring arrives quietly. Ice cracks, green shoots push through the snow, and the morning light grows warmer. He emerges from his shelter, larger now, moving more gracefully. Something has changed. Is it the world, or is it me? Drawn to the now thawed pond, he approaches and gazes into the water. In the reflection, he no longer sees a grey, awkward duckling. A magnificent white swan stares back, its long neck elegant, wings vast and powerful. "That cannot be me," he breathes. Slowly, he spreads his wings. The swan in the water mirrors him, wings wide and radiant. All this time, I was becoming what I was always meant to be, he realizes, tears welling in his eyes, not of sadness, but of awe and understanding. A sound draws his attention. The flock of swans descends, gliding gracefully across the pond toward him. Brother, where have you been? We've been waiting for you, one swan says warmly. You are one of us. You always were, adds another. Trembling with emotion, the young swan speaks, voice thick, I was lost. I thought I was broken. I thought I was wrong. You were never wrong, an elder swan responds gently. You were simply not yet ready to see yourself clearly. They circle around him, welcoming him. He joins their formation instinctively, his movements graceful, fluid, and natural.
I am who I was meant to be.
He flies over the old farmyard, looking down at the pond where his journey began. He could have flown past, but some part of him needed to return, not for them, but for himself. Landing near the pond, he sees the ducks staring in awe. What a magnificent swan, one exclaims. I've never seen such beauty, another admits. His mother approaches slowly, recognition dawning in her eyes.
Tomorrow
My
I will
child,
find
my
where I
little
belong.
one, you found your way, she whispers, tears in her eyes. You loved me when no one else could see
If I
what
am the
I would
problem,
become, he says
Perhaps
softly.
I should remove myself.
That mattered, mother. It still matters. She nuzzles him once more, and he bends his graceful neck around her in a gesture of
That's
forgiveness and
me.
gratitude. The young swan spreads his wings. The flock calls to him from above. I am not what they said I was. I am not even what I feared I was.
That
I am
cannot be me.
what I was always meant to become, he thinks. With powerful, confident strokes, he rises into the sky and joins the others. And he flies, not away
Something
from
has
his
changed.
past, but
Is it the
toward his
world or
future.
Me.
He has learned the hardest lesson of all.
Is this
The
all I am
world's
meant to
judgment
be?
means nothing when you finally understand your own worth. The flock glides across the sky, their white wings catching the golden light of sunset. He is no longer alone. He is home.
this all I am meant
Some of us are not meant to fit into the world we are born into.
Welcome,
We are meant to transform it. And in that transformation, we discover who we truly are. Moral lessons from the story. Number 1. Being different is not
I
being
am
wrong.
who I was meant to
The
be.
grey duckling looked different from the other ducklings, and they made fun of him for it. But he wasn't wrong or broken, he was just different because he was meant to be something else. The things that make you different from others might actually be your greatest strengths. The lesson, it's okay to be different. Different doesn't mean bad, it just means special in your own way. Number 2. Hard times don't last forever. The duckling had a very difficult winter. He was cold, hungry, and alone. But spring came,
Something has
and
changed.
everything changed.
Is it the world or
When you're
me?
going through something hard, remember that it won't stay hard forever.
That cannot
Better
be
days
me.
are coming.
You are
The
one
lesson,
of us. You
when
always
things
were.
are tough,
I
be
thought I was
brave
broken,
and keep
but
going.
I wasn't.
My
Sunshine
child,
always
you
comes
found your
after the
way.
rain.
Your love mattered.
Number 3.
I
Be
am
kind
who
to
I was meant to
everyone,
be.
even those WHO are different. The other ducks and farm animals were mean to the ugly duckling because he didn't look like them. Their meanness hurt him badly.